See. Are these on? Okay, sorry, I can't tell. Did you, we have a terrific turnout. I appreciate your being here. I know you all must have come to hear me announce that our youngest daughter was just sworn in today to practice law, right? No, but thank you. A shout out to Jessica. We're very proud of her. But that is not why you're here today. But I want to thank you for being here. I'm excited to announce that UTRGV students have voted to support a referendum that will help the university do the following things: expand its spirit programs, establish marching bands, establish women's swimming and diving, and establish football. Now, all of this is part of an extensive expansion of our campus life more generally. And I think over the next 5 years, what you're going to see evolve at UTRGV is as rich a campus life as you'll find at any place like UTSA or UT Austin, any other university. And this is a crucial part of that. Now, more than 5,700 students voted today. That's 18% of our student body. We've never had any election for anything, any vote for anything, with anywhere near that many students voting. At a university, it's very unusual to get 18% of your students voting. And 61% of those students voted in support of the referendum. A little over 39% voted against it. We're excited to take this important step, but nothing, I need to warn you, nothing will be official until the fee increase is approved by the Board of Regents sometime after 2020 begins. We're very grateful to all the students who exercised their right to vote. The most important thing that comes out of this election, 5,700 students voted and nearly 58. That's tremendous, and we really appreciate that. This is, as I said, the largest turnout we've ever had, and we also want to thank our Student Government Association for conducting this referendum. They did so in as respectful and professional manner as I've ever seen. Their professionalism is another thing that comes out of this. From the day the referendum was mentioned until the vote was counted, our Student Government Association was a model of professionalism, and it gives you great optimism about the future with folks like that in charge. I also want to thank two people who are really crucial here in doing this. Dr. Maggie Hinojosa, and I'm going to call her up in a few minutes, who is our Senior Vice President for Strategic Enrollment and Student Affairs. She's the best in the state at what she does. She's terrific, and I've never worked with anybody better than Maggie anywhere, and I've been all over the place, and so she's very good. And then our Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Chasse Conque. Chase is absolutely terrific. He is the right man for this job. You know, I've hired a number of ADs. I've never hired one that I'm prouder of than Chase. He just has done a terrific job on campus and in the community. And what's happened here with this referendum is a tribute to both of those. They co-sponsored the referendum on behalf of the university, and they worked tirelessly over the last 8 weeks simply to ensure that our students, our faculty, our staff had accurate information about what they were voting about. As I said, the referendum is really important to UTRG because we're really moving into the second phase of our university's development. The first phase was all about transition from our two legacy schools to UTRGV, about establishing the financial strength to be able to do things like this, and changing our program mix. As many of you know, we've got so many high-quality programs that have come online or coming online, including the first school of podiatry in Texas beginning fall 2022. So as I mentioned earlier, our next goals as we move forward is to create the richest campus life possible. We lose a lot of students going to UTSA and other places. I say UTSA, I was a provost there from 1998 to 2005, so it's an old stomping ground. We lose a lot of students to them because of that rich campus life. But what we're going to offer our students here in the Valley is an unparalleled, rich, traditional college experience, and we think they'll be excited about it. Now, while we're excited about the results and what they could mean for our future, I want to reiterate something that's really important to us and that has driven everything we do. We're committed to student success and to our students graduating with as little debt as possible. I want you, the most important thing that you can do here is walk around and look at the posters in this room. They tell a story about what we have done for our students and with our students' help. If you look, one way of measuring quality at a university, the percentage of tenured and tenure-track faculty at a university, ours is exactly the same as UT Austin's, right? And it's above every other school in the UT system, including the ones I just mentioned earlier, right? We're real proud of that because that suggests that we're committed to quality. The second thing, student success, look at the retention rates in that poster. Ours are at 81%. Notice all the other schools below us, only UT Dallas and UT Austin above us. And they have much higher admission standards. We work with a much larger, in fact, if you took only top 10% students at our university, they'd be exactly the same as UT Dallas's, their retention rates. So we're really proud of that. That means our students, a broad range of students, are being successful. This one I love most of all. This is the average net academic cost that our students pay, okay? And you can see this for all the other UT system schools, right? The other schools range from $9,300 a year to $3,300 a year, yeah? Notice what ours is, $917 a year. That's the average total academic cost that a student pays. We're absolutely committed to that, and as we move forward, building a rich campus life, we've done this at a time where we can preserve exactly what you've seen there. We intend for our students graduate with the least amount of debt of any public university in the United States. We intend for that to continue. We can do what we've outlined to do without changing these things. And one of the reasons we can do that, if you look at these last two, I'll let Maggie and Chasse address this one here, the next steps. But the last two, the Tuition Advantage Program, as many of you know, we raised that to $100,000. If you're a full-time student, got to be a Texas resident, right? You've got to be in good standing, and you can't be plucking out of stuff. But you're in good standing. That tuition advantage is a tremendous, there's nothing like it in the United States. And you know what? Stay tuned, because we're going to raise that $100,000. You got to give me a few more weeks now. We've got more announcements coming. This is not the last one. So we're going to do even better there. And then the Luminary Scholars Program. That Luminary Scholars Program is designed to keep our best students in the Rio Grande Valley. And again, it does something that nobody else in the country does. Keeping students in the Valley, that's exactly what this referendum is about too. Providing the traditional on-campus environment and opportunities that we think will help keep our best students here. So in any event, think of what we've voted on in this referendum, what students voted on. I didn't have a vote. Okay. Students did, in the context of what you've just seen. Next, I'd like to invite Chasse and Maggie to the podium and let them explain more about what's been going on here. Chasse, you and Maggie are welcome to come up in whatever order.
Well, I'll say just a couple of words and then let Dr. Hinojosa share some of her thoughts. But what an incredible process. Is JP here, our Student Government Association president? He may have had class, which is where he should be. But what student government coordinated, carried out, like the president said, the way that they did it with transparency, very methodical, and made us proud to work with them. It was an independent process, so as co-sponsors of this proposal, they also provided us guidance as well. But very, very proud of our Student Government Association. Very, very proud of our student body. Over 5,700 students came out to vote in this referendum. That is incredible, and the president articulated that very, very well. And then to have nearly 61% believe in the proposal that we put in front of them, believed in what our institution can be, believed in the vibrant campus life that is so important to the collegiate experience. This was much more than just about athletics, and I think our co-sponsoring of this made that very well known early on. You know, the 500 new student opportunities that this would create. Athletics was a piece of it, but we were just a piece of that puzzle. This is bigger than just the Department of Athletics. This is about the entire university and our student experience, our future student experiences, and that of our alums as well, as 80% of our alums stay here in the Rio Grande Valley following their graduation. Let's talk a little bit about the Division I FCS football piece. That is going to be, pending board approval early in 2022, that is going to be a game changer for our institution. We have a chance, and we believe with our current 16 sports that we do this very well, and y'all have heard our mantra. We want to rally the Valley. We want to rally the Valley around UTRGV and our intercollegiate athletics enterprise. And we feel like we've done that and will continue to do that with our 16 sports. Division I football and the addition of women's swimming and diving gives us something a little different, something a little bit more special to be able to offer to our campus community and to the region. As you see the landscape across college athletics change so much, it's rapidly changing. It's changing as we're sitting in here today. Having Division I football at our institution really secures our future. I'm proud of the work that our staff and our coaches have done, our stellar academic success, our community engagement, what we've done within the Western Athletic Conference and our competitiveness. All of that bodes very, very well for the future of our athletics programs. Now you add these two additional sports, and the future is very, very bright. So I'll stop there. Certainly we'll answer any questions, but it is an exciting day. It's an exciting day for our institution. I'm very, very grateful for the student involvement, and I'm excited for our university and for the region. And with that said, I'll turn it over to Dr. Hinojosa.
So between Dr. Bailey and Chase, I don't think there's anything left for me to say, except I'm always talking. So I just want to add my sincere gratitude to our students to come out like they did and vote and wanted their voices to be heard is just, you know, a tremendous day in our history at UTRGV. Again, we've said this before, a big thanks to SGA and all the work that they did to ensure a fair process for our students. You know, we stand here before you today as part of a long legacy of institutions, right? We're extremely lucky to have the foundations that we have had. And our students today spoke for the future and for laying new traditions. And I'm just excited to see what we look like 15 to 20 years from now. And I'll leave you with this. You know, there are three kinds of people in this world. Those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who wonder what happened. Today, our students are making things happen. Thank you.